What's up, everybody? We are Couples Magic. I'm Ryan.
I'm Sandra.
And today we are doing the breakdown. Okay, so today we're going to be breaking down both Sandra's, which she's got pandas.
Panda, 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 panda!
My deck, which we have dragons. So let's get into it. My deck, it's Orzhov, pretty much Orzhov Sacrifice. So we're going to be going over some of my cards. So we have Grim Physician. He's one of the combo pieces to my deck. Well, he's one of the good synergy cards, put it that way. Grim Physician, whenever he dies, you put a -1/-1 counter on target creature and opponent controls. We have 2 Grim Physicians. We have Hateful Eidolon. Whenever, basically, I'm going to be enchanting a lot of my creatures. So whenever one of them dies with auras on them, I get to draw that many cards equal to the amount of auras that are on it. We have Pious Wayfarer. Because I cast a lot of enchantments, I give my creatures +1/+1. Well, I get a creature of my choice +1/+1. Then we got my enchantments. We got Sentinel Eyes. Basically, I give my creatures +1/+1 vigilance, and it has a nice little escape mechanic. I have 2 of them. We have Karametra's Blessing. Basically, I have a few enchantment creatures, and my enchantment creatures are very important, so the fact that it can give them hexproof and indestructible is a huge deal. And we move to my 2-drops now. Femia the Cacophony. Basically, to exile my enchantments from my graveyard, every end step of mine, and I get to create a 2/2 black zombie. This is another really good piece of my deck, Discordant Piper. Since I'm going to be sacrificing a lot of my creatures, I'm going to be creating a lot of tokens, and then I can keep sacrificing the tokens with the next card we have here. This is one of the keys to my deck, Lamphead of Death's Vigil. You pay 1 to sacrifice a creature, each opponent loses 1 life and gains 1 life. So basically, I want to be creating a ton of tokens, sacrificing them, and just dealing damage to my opponent. Whenever she targets something of mine, I can just easily pay 1, sacrifice it, and gain life out of it. We have Transcendent Envoy to make my enchantments cost less, my aura spells. We have Hero of the Pride to buff up all my creatures whenever I target them with a spell. We have Indomitable Will, Flash, so I can cast it on my opponent's turn. Pretty much I get to make my creatures bigger and buff up my creatures. Myers Grasp, nothing wrong with a little bit of removal. We have Roast Rider, another sacrifice outlet. Basically, he's a scry engine for me, and he escapes as well, so he'll be really big. We have 2 Underworld Chargers. Some of our escape mechanics, which is really good. Some buffy creatures we have. We have Heliod the Sun Crown, basically to give my other creatures lifelink and give them counters. Really nice. And for our last card, we have Farika's Libation. Basically just removal for our opponent. Oh, sorry, not my last card. For my last card, I have Nightmare Shepherd. Pretty much copying any creatures I control, but the deck basically revolves around Lamphead of Death's Vigil. Yeah, Lamphead of Death's Vigil. Another synergy with the deck is the fact that I can sacrifice Grim Physician to get rid of her 1/1 creatures. So that's a big deal. Alright, so that pretty much does it for my deck, and in a second we're going to be going to Sandra's deck, so stay tuned. Alright guys, and we're back. Sandra's going to be going over her deck.
What's up, guys? Okay, so starting off, do want to mention first that I don't know how to say any of these names. I barely speak English as it is. So the first one we have is Mischievous Chimera. She is flying. She's really great when I'm trying to cast instants, enchantments with flash on opponent's turns. I get to deal 1 damage, and plus side I can scry 1. So she's really good. I like her. Next we have Towering Wave Mystic. We have 2 of those. She's great, or he. He looks like a he. He's a he. Okay, so he he mills my opponents.
Whenever he deals combat damage.
Yeah, so that's really good. Especially if I want to just mill them out. And then we have Blood Aspirant. This is great. When every time I sacrifice a creature, I get to put a counter on him, and it deals 1 damage to target creature, and that creature cannot block that turn. So this is really good. I love this. I do have a combo with him, so I'll let you guys know about that later when I get to it. Then we have Incendiaria. Ooh, okay. Incinerate. Whatever. Oracle. If a creature dealt damage by her this turn, it would die. Exiled it instead. So this is really great. This is kind of like a removal, especially for those escape cards. They can never come back. So it's like bye bye. And I have 2 of them. Next we got Omen of the Sea. Enchantment with Flash, gotta love those. She lets me scry 2 and draw a card, so who does not love that?
Also, you get to sacrifice the Omen of the Sea when you used it to scry 2, which then again puts counters on Blood Aspirant, which is really good. It's one of the great synergies in her deck.
Yep. And then I have Sweet Oblivion. I love this card. I think this card's great. It's my favorite so far. It has Escape, so I can literally just mill him forward. Almost every turn. Yep, that's the plan. Well, not really. There's more to it, but still great. Next we have Medomia Forfisi.
Medomai's Prophecy. Forfisi. You're gonna get a kick out of this.
Oh my god, I can't. I told you I can't speak English. Okay, so what'd you say? Medomia? Medomai's Prophecy. Okay. This is great. Lets me scry 2, choose the name of my card, cast it, and then I get to cheat a little bit and look at his top card on his library.
Also a card draw engine, which will work in tandem with one of the cards that are upcoming, so be sure to stay tuned to see that card. It's pretty broken.
Alright, next we have Thrill of Possibility. This is great. It lets me draw 2 cards, and then I get to just, addition to its cost, I have to discard a card, which is fine.
Again, it works in tandem with the next card you will see, which is
Kraken.
Nadir Kraken.
Alright, this
card is broken.
Yeah, so I'm planning to really make him big and buffy with Blood Aspirant. So they kind of work together. I'll create a token, sacrifice that, make her bigger, and every time I'm drawing a card, I make him bigger. So it works in my favor.
Makes 1,000,000 tokens.
Yep.
It's disgusting.
So next I have Weightbreaker Hippocamp. Whenever you cast your first spell during each opponent's turn, I get to draw a card, which is great because I have a lot of instants and enchantment with Flash. So this works really well in my deck.
That card also works really well with Mischievous Chimera, don't you think?
Oh yeah, that's true.
And so she has both of them out. She gets to scry, deal damage to me, and draw a card.
Yep. Next we got Illyrios and Rapture.
Enraptured.
We have 2 of them. This goes really great with Thassa. This is what I'm really aiming to do. Every time I have to exile a card and bring him back, I want to do it with him. He creates me tokens, 3/2 blue reflection creature token.
And the best part about it is not legendary, which means she can get pretty much infinite tokens, which is great.
And next I have Nadia of Hidden Coves. As long as it's not your turn, spells you cast cost 1 less to cast.
During your opponent's turn.
Yes.
Okay.
Such
Which
a
is
tongue
really good.
twister
She
for
wants
me.
to cast a lot of things with Flash and instant speed spells, which means most of her spells will cost 1 to 2 mana.
Alright, then we have Thirst of Meaning. I get to draw 3 cards and discard 2 unless I'm discarding an enchantment card. So I really like this. Next, we have an enchantment. I can enchant a creature, it loses all his ability, and it is a blue fish with a base power and toughness of 0/1. I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name. I'm going to try. Ichthyormorphosis. Ichthyormorphosis.
Yeah.
Okay, and we have 2. Double the trouble.
Double the frogs.
Double the frog. No, they're fishies.
Uh-huh.
And then we have a final flare. This is great to, make his creatures die. It deals 5 damage to target creature, so that's great. Then we have Thassa. Yeah, and this is the combo that I was letting you know with Arios. Is that how you say his name? Larios. Alright, so as you can see, I get to exile 1 card and then bring it back. It's great. I just have to have a devotion with 5 or more to blue, and then on top of that, yeah, because I have a lot of blue.
Plus, you get to tap down my creatures, which is nasty.
Yep. Next, I have an enchantment. This is great. It loses all their other card
Basically
types.
makes my cards useless.
Yep. Then we have two giants.
2 blind giants.
This spell costs 1 less to cast for each enchantment you control, and that's no problem for me because I have like over 10 enchantments. So yeah, so that's pretty much it for my deck.
Alright guys, we're back, and I actually wanted to talk about something before we close this video out. I was thinking about a really nasty deck in Standard that I was going to plan on building. I don't know if this will be good, but one of the very good things about the Sacrifice deck is you're constantly going to be drawing cards, creating tokens, and you can pretty much infinitely sack them with Lamp at Death's Vigil. 2 of the cards that are really good, that are really going to shine in the deck, are Wolfstrider and Nadir Kraken. These 2 cards really work well together. This one pretty much infinitely creates tokens. This one, you get to scry your whole deck. And it's a pretty low total cost deck. Again, you can also sacrifice this to give your opponent's creatures -1/-1, which is a really big deal. So yeah, and be sure to try it out. Next thing I want to talk about is our next video, which is going to be giving away the Theros Beyond Death pre-release pack. To whoever wins gets to choose somebody who voted for them. So we'll probably do it at random with a die roll, and whoever wins will pretty much get this pre-release kit. Yes, this will be on Friday. Let us know in the comment section down below if there's any way we can DM you guys on YouTube. The whole reason why we created the Instagram is so we can DM you guys on Instagram. But the thing is, for now on, I want to kind of start doing the giveaways just on YouTube for like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. But as far as I know, there's no way of actually contacting the person or DMing. So let us know if there is, without giving out public information in front of everybody, of course. All right, sorry about that. I had a cough. Another thing, I wanted to give a shout out to Booster Therapy again for this lovely playmat. This playmat is absolutely awesome, and for sending some viewers our way. Also, next week we will be giving away a secret layer, which is the Bitter Blossom Dreams. It is opened because we originally made an unboxing video for this.
That never went out.
That never went out. So, yeah, so everything's in it. We got the cards have never been taken out. We have the Planeswalker in it still. So somebody next week is going to be giving this, or receiving this. We'll be announcing the winner to that next week. And I think that's pretty much all I want to talk about. Thank you for checking out Couples Magic. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment down below. And if you want to, you can follow us on Instagram.
Yep, and of course, we'll have the rules to enter the giveaway down below in the description box. Or you can always check out our last video and comment on there, who do you think is going to win. And yeah, you might be the lucky winner.
All right. Bye.